Today is July 31st, 2019, a day that marks another end-of-support deadline in the world of Microsoft Windows. The company is finally killing off the set of internet games which were included with Windows ME, Windows XP, and Windows 7. Although the Windows 7 versions of these games will continue to remain online for about 6 more months, the ME and XP versions are going offline today. When they were introduced with Windows ME, this pack of programs provided users with an easy way to connect with other players via the internet and play rounds of card and table games. The user could choose from a selection of 5 internet games: backgammon, checkers, spades, hearts, and Reversi. Yes, after it was originally killed off in Windows 3.1, Microsoft finally brought Reversi back for one last time. Can you believe it? All of these games required an internet connection to play, hence the name, and for the most part were entirely different than the standard offline games bundled with the operating system, with the exception of Hearts, which had both an offline and online version. In today's video, we're going to be taking one last look at these games before they will be forever unplayable. Let's get started. Alright, welcome everybody to what probably is one of the last Microsoft Internet Games experience. What we're going to be doing today is just going through these 5 games, playing them one last time, and just kind of looking back on the fun and the memories that these games have brought us over the years. If you guys have used Windows XP, you've probably at least gone into the All Programs and into the Games folder and seen these games here. You know that they exist. Whether you played them or not did depend on obviously if you had an internet connection. Honestly, I did have an internet connection, I just didn't really play them a whole lot. I played the offline ones a little bit more. I was a huge fan of Spider Solitaire, the pinball game, regular Solitaire. Didn't play as much as Spider Solitaire at that time. Minesweeper I would kind of mess around with. But we're going to go ahead and actually start off at the very bottom here with Internet Spades and work our way up to backgammon. So let's just go ahead and start it up here. So when you launch one of these games, it comes up with this screen right here, and you can choose down here to actually not show this every single time. I just haven't, properly set that up yet because this is a fresh Windows XP VM. And yeah, I'm just using a Windows XP virtual machine because it's just the easiest setup that I had already set to go. I don't have a Windows ME VM set up, and also because Windows XP is where I first played these games. I upgraded from a Windows 98 computer straight to XP. The Windows 98 computer was actually my very first computer. It was a CyberMax, 486. Super old, I mean, at least nowadays, and that company doesn't even exist anymore. But yeah, that was my very first computer. I wish that I still had some images of it. I don't think that I do, but I upgraded from that to an eMachines T something or other. I totally forget what model number it was. So we're gonna go ahead and just hit play here, and what it does is it will actually connect you to the zone.com servers, if it's even still called that nowadays. And it will look for, so in this case, since we're playing spades, it's going to try to find 3 other spades players that are beginners, because it actually uses, how much you've played this game, your sort of level in this game, to pair you with either beginner, intermediate, or advanced, or something like that. There's multiple different tiers, so they're not going to match somebody who's never played this before with an advanced player. So it's found 1 player, and so it's going to be interesting to see if we can even find people to play these games. I am recording this on the 29th of July, so I am cheating a little bit here because it's still 2 days until the final cutoff. And I also don't know when exactly they're going to be cutting these games off, because they announced that the 31st was the actual day that yeah, it's going to be gone on the 31st. We're not going to be hosting the servers anymore. They didn't say what time though. They didn't say if it was going to be at 12 o'clock a.m., at 11:59 p.m., or somewhere in between. You guys watching this video may be able to still, depending on the time that you're watching this, may be able to actually get 1 or 2 more rounds of these games in before the servers go down. And I mean, who knows, there might be a massive flood of people trying to to log onto these games for the very last time. So we found 2 people here. We're waiting for our 3rd player, so we have a total of 4 to actually play spades. I think that Spades and Hearts, I believe, is the only one that actually tries to find more than 1 other person, because we've got, yeah, Reversi, checkers, and backgammon only need one other person. So hearts and spades, I think, are the only ones that actually try to find more people. So it's going to be a little bit of a longer wait here. Of course, naturally, that's the first one that I pick. So apparently the second player that had joined just left. So we're back on trying to find two other people. We've already found one player. And that's something else about these games is I have been able to just kind of like early on when I read about the announcement, I think it was announced like a month or two ago, I did go on and you know, try to just play these games like off camera, and I was actually able to still get on. There's still, oh, here we go. So internet spades, perfect. So we're gonna go ahead and let's go ahead and just show our cards, see what we have here. I haven't played spades in a little while here. Oh, it just paired us with two computers. It didn't even pair us with like two other actual people. So there's two real players, me and somebody else, and there's two computers. I'm kind of trying to rush here, which I shouldn't be doing in this game. I'm just going to say 3, that I'm going to do 3 tricks. So, am I starting off here? Is that? Oh, no. Okay. So, well, I guess I'm going to go with... Oh, yeah. Okay, you have to do that. I was like trying to, like, drag the card out. Okay, so I'm losing this one. Let's do a 5 here. I'm going to play a 2 here. 2 of spades. Oh, wow. 6 of spades. Okay, so I have 0 of 3 tricks here. You know what? I'm gonna play a queen of spades. Actually, let's do a 7. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna start out with the queen of spades. Actually, I should not have done that. I totally should not. Oh, yeah. Come on, can I win a second one here? Come on, play like a crap. Yeah, there we go. Okay, jack of clubs here. I think the ace of clubs is still out there. Okay, yeah, the king is too. Yeah, pretty much lost this one, unfortunately. Unless I can magically... If everyone has, like, crap cards. Oh, wait. Oh, wait a second. Oh, okay. I didn't realize that was a spade. So yeah, that's basically how like spades works. I don't know if you guys, I'm sure that some of you guys watching know how the game works, but these are all card games, so you have to obviously know how these card games work. But yeah, when you go to the about box here, it just kind of tells you a little bit about the game. This is version 1.02. I assume version 1.0 was released in the very first version of XP. So that's spades. We're not going to spend like forever on every single one of these games because I do want to kind of briefly go through all of them and just play them with you guys here. All right, so that's spades. We're going to go ahead and move on to Reversi. Can you believe it? Yeah, we're going to move on to Reversi here. So Reversi, obviously, you guys all know the famous Balmer Windows 1.0 ad. Yes, there was actually a copy of Reversi in Windows ME and XP. It was the internet, version of Reversi, so you had to have an internet connection to play. But it looks like there's not a whole lot of people on. I mean, of course, it is like 8 o'clock p.m. in the East Coast here, so I don't know how many people are going to be on, but I've gotten paired with like some Russian dudes before, so I mean, there's people all around the world. Obviously, this was more popular back in the early to mid 2000s when XP was still kind of like the dominant OS out there. But now that, I mean, we have Windows 10 and there's way less people on XP than there were like 10 years ago, there's definitely not as many people playing these games. So we may not even be able to get into some of these lobbies. I was hoping that we're going to be able to play all of these for at least one more time, but we will see here. So Reversi isn't looking too good right off the bat. Yeah, so Reversi, we're definitely having a little bit of a waiting period here, trying to actually find a game. So yeah, Reversi, oh wait, here we go, check that out. Okay, perfect. So yeah, we're with somebody from Poland. You can see this guy or this girl is Polish, but we're gonna go ahead and start playing some Reversi. Can you believe it? Let's go ahead and just see who can win here. What I found usually is if you don't make a move within like a certain amount of time, some of these people will just leave, so yeah, I mean, this is a super simple game. It's nothing super complicated. I'm sure you guys all know how this works. If you've played this on the computer or in like board game form before, I'm sure that most people have. So yeah, these are going to be kind of hard to get, at least as the board stands right now, because I can't go here and I can't go there, and I want to obviously get rid of those and turn them to my color. Now, if this person were to leave the game, it would just literally kick me out. It's not like it's not going to do what it did in Spades, where it just, when those people left, it put computers in their place. I think that was because it was a multi-person game. It was like a 4-player game. So to not end the game for the 2 people that were still in it, it just did that. So we're gonna go ahead and throw this one actually right here. Okay, so that'll get my. Actually, he's just gonna do that. Yeah, exactly what I thought. Yeah, he's gonna totally win this one. He's got this entire section down here just totally his color. So yeah, he gets to make another move now. Oh yeah, he's gonna completely win here. Yep. That was a. No, I won. I did, like, I think it was yesterday. I did a game off camera, and I completely just totally won the game. So this kind of sucks. But still, yeah, that is Reversi. We'll go ahead and check out Internet Hearts here. Now again, Hearts is going to be just like Spades, where it's multiple, like it's 4 people. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and play King here. There we go. I haven't really played Hearts a whole lot, so... Alright, so there we go. I just won this round, although for some reason it said like everyone's score was 0, because I guess it just doesn't give you like your amount of points until the end. But there you go, that is Internet Hearts. I haven't really played Hearts a whole lot, so I was kind of trying to figure out how the game works while I was playing, so I wasn't really talking a whole lot. But there you go, we're going to go ahead and exit out of Hearts here. And next up we have Internet Checkers, another classic. We'll go ahead and start this one here. This one I think I actually played the most out of all those games. I think it was Checkers that I played the most. Checkers is, I mean, it's a pretty simple game to learn, so we'll go ahead and just play this here. So, and see, that's a perfect, it was his turn, it was the opponent's turn, and this is like what that I'm talking about. He'll just leave the game for like whatever reason. This happens pretty frequently, it seems. It's honestly pretty annoying. So we have to hit new opponent here and have it go ahead and search for a whole nother player here. But yeah, it was literally the opponent's turn, and you probably saw that on the left side of the screen. And so see, it says opponent's turn, so it's his turn. And we'll see if he makes a move or just leaves. This is a Portuguese player. So we'll see if this... Oh, this is an expert, too. It's paired me with an expert player. Okay, I have literally no stats on this game in this VM here. So this is interesting. It's his... You see, there you go. Just left the game again. I mean, I don't get that happens so, like, often. It's very, very weird. Okay, so he's finally made a move. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and move up here. And the checkers can honestly be kind of a long game sometimes, so I'm not gonna like make it like some super, or like literally record the entire thing. I'll probably just play a little bit and then I might leave the game, or I might finish the game but just off camera, just to kind of, you know, make this go a little bit faster here. Yeah, I think it would have been pretty cool if Microsoft kind of made like an internet chess game. I mean, there's... Oh, and he just left. Okay, there you go. So I'm not gonna hit like a new opponent, because I'm sure you guys all know how checkers works. I think it honestly would have been cool if they kind of made an internet checkers, or not internet checkers, internet chess in XP. They had chess in Windows Vista and Windows 7. At least I think it was in Vista. Yeah, chess. I think Chess Titans was in Vista, right? I know it was in Windows 7. But yeah, Chess Titans, I really liked the version that Microsoft had bundled with Windows. I think it would have been cool if they made an internet version of that. But they just never did for whatever reason. Although I'm sure they probably have some version like for, you know, Windows 10 in the App Store, but I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about bundled with the OS. Backgammon is our last game here. We're going to go ahead and just quickly kind of breeze through this. I'm probably not going to sit through the entire game. So we'll go ahead and see if we can even find somebody, first of all. We might not even be able to find anybody, because that seems to be a theme today. Is, oh, there we go. Okay, so we'll go ahead and roll here. I won the initial roll, perfect. And yeah, I don't think that I've mentioned it before, but each of these games, if you go to the help menu and go to the help topics, they each have a little manual here that kind of tells you the object of the game, how to play it, what each of the pieces is. and you know what they do, how the actual gameplay works. So if you didn't know how to play the game, or if you haven't played it in a while, you haven't played a whole lot, like in my case I haven't really played backgammon a whole lot, you can kind of go through here and refresh your memory on the game. But there you have it, guys. I'm not going to go and sit through this entire game with you guys here, but that was just a quick little brief look back on the Microsoft Internet games. Again, it's these 5 here: backgammon, checkers, hearts, reversi, and spades. Again, this is the last day that you're ever going to be able to play these games on Windows XP and Windows Me. Unless somebody out there makes like an unofficial server and is able to still keep these games online. There was a group that did that for MSN Messenger, so there, I mean, who knows, there might be somebody who will go ahead and actually make like an unofficial server and like make a patch for these games to be able to actually play them for years to come. But for now, that is kind of closing a chapter in Windows XP's life. Yeah, these games, I mean, and in Windows Me's life as well. These games have been around for, I mean, XP support ended in 2014, and 5 years later, you're still able to play the internet game. So there's still a part of Windows XP that was alive, and now that part is dying off as well. And that really doesn't leave a whole lot left for XP that's supported by Microsoft. So, but there you have it, guys. If you enjoyed this video, this quick nostalgic look back at these games, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Be sure to get subscribed down below. Turn on those channel notifications if you haven't already to get notified whenever that I upload a new video, which I do every single week on this channel. And I definitely want to hear your guys' thoughts, your guys' experiences with these games. When did you first discover these games? Did you play them hours on end? Did you just play them occasionally at the office or after school at home on Windows ME or on XP, or do you still have them on like a Windows 7 computer? Be sure to let me know down in the comments below. And as always, guys, I just want to thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.